I just don't even know where to begin. It is getting so rich, I can't even believe it. But let me start with this. Is Wisconsin the last great stand for the Stop Trump clan?
No, it's the beginning of the stand for the Stop Trump movement, Tyler, because, right now Donald Trump is on a path to 1237, but it's a pretty narrow path. So every state in which he's denied delegates, if he's denied the opportunity to roll up a bunch of delegates, that is a step forward, but it's not the last step. For example, Wisconsin is a state that awards delegates not winner take all, but winner take most. Although if Ted Cruz wins by 10 points, there's a good chance that Donald Trump will be more or less shut out of the state. However, 2 weeks after Wisconsin, you've got New York, which is an even bigger state, and Donald Trump's leading by 35 points in a Quinnipiac poll that's out today. So it's one step at a time for the Stop Trump forces, but every state that Donald Trump loses is an increase in hope for the people who can believe they can stop Trump from getting 1237 on the first ballot and therefore have a contested convention that might go to somebody else. And by the way, Donald Trump is now in Washington meeting with the RNC to discuss some of these scenarios because Donald Trump said the other day that he was considering his pledge to support the Republican nominee and not run third party null and void because he's been treated unfairly.
I was going to ask, where are we in the state of the possibility of a contested convention? And is there even talk? What if by some chance Ted Cruz were to become the nominee? Could that still be a contested convention because he's still awfully controversial among conservatives as well?
Well, I think if Ted Cruz gets the nomination, it will be because there was a contested convention and he won it. Because Donald Trump has got a delegate lead, it's going to be very difficult for Ted Cruz, Michelle, to amass the delegates he needs for a first ballot victory. So the key is you get to the first ballot. If Donald Trump falls short, then a bunch of delegates get freed up from their initial commitment to vote for him based on the results of votes in their state. That's the scenario in which Ted Cruz wants to go to people and say, hey, Donald Trump, bad for women, unreliable, can't trust him.
You think the party would go along with him?
I think there's a decent chance that they would. They could go for a third option. They could go for Speaker Paul Ryan, for example, or some other Mitt Romney, for all we know. But I think the likeliest alternative to Trump, if there is a contested convention, remains Ted Cruz. And if he can get to a second ballot in which delegates are freed, his shot's not too bad.
All right, John, thank you very much.